What's up, guys, and welcome to Just the Tip. I'm Josh.
And I am very illuminated with my new light and positioning. And I'm King Benjamin Cage.
That lighting, though. Guys, thank you for joining us. We're going to kick off today, actually, with what our intro was. So, there is a local band from Pennsylvania that is called Stellar Motus that just put down that track for us. What was the track called?
It was called
Sinking Feeling. Brand new song. They actually had this put together, and King worked with them, and they were willing to have a part of one of their songs as our intro. So pretty cool. I'm actually going to switch over real quick so you guys can see this. And okay, right here. So, guys, give them a check, give them a follow. Some pretty good music, and I just learned something about this band, too, being local. It was actually one of King's friends that were in the band that got this whole thing rolling, but then when we just pulled up a music video, I said, is that my buddy Brandon?
Yeah, it's a small world.
What a little world.
No,
man.
Aaron Spinelli is a friend of mine. We used to work together, and now I roped him into Magic the Gathering, and he plays Commander with us. And yeah, he, fired up some of his tunes, and I was like, dude, hey, if you guys don't mind, I would definitely cross-promote, use one of your songs, and he let me pick that one there, and then we, he gave me the instrumental version. I believe that's one of their newest tracks. So, but no, they're a very solid local band, and I dig.
Heavy and crunchy, that's what we were looking for, and they delivered. So, guys, if you haven't joined us before, this is the podcast, Just the Tip. We go over random happenings throughout the world, whether it be politics, video games, hilarity, all across the board. So buckle in. We're going to go through a bunch of different things. We're going to kick it off with what's going on in a couple months, the presidential election. So,
Jesus Christ, I'm so tired of talking about politics, but you fucks can't stop giving me stuff to talk about. So,
line it up, baby! All right, so we're going to flip right over into a video for you. So we, just the title alone, Kamala Harris rips 18 to 24-year-olds. So let's buckle into this.
When I was at Howard University and we were in college, we were 18 through 24, and you know what we were called? College kids. But when you turn 18 and you're in the system, you are considered an adult, period. What's the other thing we know about this population? And it's a specific phase of life. Remember, age is more than a chronological fact. What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24?
They got diarrhea.
They are stupid.
Ooh.
That is why we put them in dormitories. And they have a resident assistant. They make really bad decisions.
Voting for you would be one of them.
Is that why she had a boss, too? Because she's unable to make good decisions?
This is where I believe Disney probably took a page out of...
Can I be unconventional and just
what
say
the
a couple
fuck?
things about
It's going into another ad.
Waterford, PA. No, Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Iowa.
Yeah, they can't see it.
I can't see through this portal-ass ring. It's so fucking bright. Anyway, no, I believe Disney has taken a page out of how she just conducted herself there. You are asking these 18 to 24-year-olds to vote for you, and you just call them stupid. So, like Disney and somewhat Marvel, well, a lot of it Marvel actually too, they will go out and they will tell their fan base, well, you don't like it because you're stupid, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that.
You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem. Rather than create stuff based on content and merit, you do identity politics. So now all those people that you are playing identity politics with that are 18 to 24 know where you sit with her. And if she were to get elected, know where you will still sit with her. You are beneath her. You are nothing. But make sure we, hyper-emphasize the pigmentation of somebody or, their alleged background that they want to choose for that year, whether they're, Indian descent or other.
Whichever's going to get you the most.
Right, whatever's going to get you and garner you the most support and attention. But that's where she's at. So you 18 and 24-year-olds that, want to go out and, do something because you feel virtuous or because everybody else is doing it and it's cool and its policy is to hate the orange man, the Cheeto Messiah. Yeah, go pull the lever. That's all I got.
You know what, guys? I'm actually looking at this video because as he was talking about this, I was like, I wonder what's going to be in these comments. And it's just more of the same thing that you would see in every single thing that's political. People coming to the rescue. People coming to just talk about Trump, which had nothing to do with that video. It's just a weird day in society to even pop into normal comments anymore.
You know what I said the other day on Facebook? For those of you that don't follow me, I said, you might be on the wrong side of humanity if the people that are speaking at your convention were on a certain flight log, or you have a vasectomy van out there, or a free abortion van out there. Like, these are you are the carbon footprint they want to get rid of. What are you not fucking figuring out here? I can't wrap my head around that, and it's just completely asinine. But like, there's literal former prez on there that was on a certain flight log an abundance of times, and you still champion that side of the aisle. And I'm not saying you should champion the other side, because I could call out all their failures, as I always do. But wow, like, you guys just don't give a fuck about being dumb and looking dumb. So
yeah, at all. All right, up next, guys, we have Spike Cohen. So this is a post from Facebook, and it reads, a reminder of what Minnesota looked like under Tim Walz. 90 days in jail or $1,000 fine if you spoke or hung out with someone who does not live in your home, whether it was inside your home or anywhere else, including outdoors. If you threatened to do so anyways, you faced a $25,000 fine. This was in November of 2020, long after the World Health Organization had said that the lockdowns were harmful. The problem is always too much government. The solution is always less of it. So this is about COVID and what this guy's beliefs were, or his policies, rather.
4 years ago, ain't too far away.
No, that seems like some very, very ancient rhetoric.
To give a little context, Spike Cohen ran with Joe Jorgensen as the Libertarian candidates for vice president and president. Joe Jorgensen, president. I actually did security for her campaign here in Erie. Very nice woman. Spike is brilliant. He trolls the shit out of politicians on Twitter routinely and Facebook,
but with facts.
But this right here, and that's exactly it. Like, this right here, this is your VP, your vice president. This dude was going to threaten you with $25,000 if you said you were going to leave your house. What the fuck, bro? Choke me harder, daddy. Like, that is some serious, like, authoritarian shit.
Yeah.
You want that person, like, what? To make decisions on who you live with or how you operate and dictate your life? Absolutely not. And I don't give a fuck if it's a pandemic. I don't give a fuck what, like, you cannot tell people who have the right to move freely and unimpeded that they can't do something. Like, you can respect somebody's, well-being by staying the fuck away from them if you're sick, or
don't
if they're
go in their home if they don't want to.
Right. But like, to tell somebody that you're going to fine them $25,000 if they were threatened to leave their home?
Threatening, not even an action to do it.
Yeah, bro.
And this is before this man has actual power.
And then what happened in his state during the Summer of Love? Do you remember that?
No.
Anybody remember that? Oh, dude, like, targets burning, all that fun shit. Yeah, it was a great time. It was a fucking hellhole.
It's a waltz.
It was a waltz in the park. Mostly peaceful. But this dude, as a VP candidate, are you out of your fucking skull? And they say people aren't, a country's not represented by their voters. But in fact, they are, because if you pull a lever for this guy knowing this stuff, or anybody that was before him knowing that the things that they've done, or you just blindly turn an eye to it, or you are ignorant of it altogether and still pull it, like, we are a representation of our people.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing your due diligence and studying. I just did some studying for you, and so did Spike. So I pulled up Spike's post and showed you guys that this dude is an authoritarian piece of shit.
Be educated.
Word to Big Bird.
All right, so up next, we have got Kamala Harris supports tax on unrealized capital gains, what it means for wealthy households. So the gist of this one is that it's reading as if they're going to tax people that have money, so wealthy households, on either unreported income, which I don't understand what her plan's going to be, or even gains from stock market and a bunch of other trading and stuff that normally they're not having to pay taxes on. That this is how the government is somehow going to get more money, and it's just going to be for a set demographic. I think it's a little bit bigger than this too.
Doubt it would be for a set demographic, because when they have a way of taking your money, they will do it. Taxation is theft, means of coercion. You don't, like, say you buy a house, okay? You buy your house, it's bought and paid for, but you're still paying property tax. And if you don't pay your property tax, who comes to collect it? Oh, the blue that you back. They're going to come collect it. And you say, I'm not going to jail because I'm not paying my property. I'm not doing either one. There exists that potential for you to get put on a slab. So it's theft by means of coercion and funding bullshit like this. And like, no, so like unrealized capital gains to me is like, all right, as you can see behind us, this is my basement, and there's some pretty expensive eye candy here for toys and statues and stuff like that. So say as a collector, I buy a statue. I buy a statue or a figure, and I buy it at its rate of, we'll say, just it goes for $20. But the rarity of it is there. The rarity of it is there, and people want it, and there's not so many made, so it goes up in price and value. So that $20 figure is now a $600 or $700 figure. That would be an unrealized capital gain.
Yeah.
And I would get taxed on something that I spent $20 on. Mm-hmm. What the absolute fuck? If you vote for somebody knowing that this is the potential to get in your pockets, you might be 18 to 24 years old. Hey, I don't know,
read
man.
Between those lines right there.
Holy shit, dude. This is unfathomable. And like, this is definitely how you collapse a whole middle class. And another part about this is, like, a lot of these people that are telling you not to trust wealthy people are fucking wealthy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I do remember reading about this because I read about this a couple days ago, where it was talking about this would actually be
I had to reposition
out here, but they were using the stock market, and they were talking about taking the actual asset, and when it flexes up, so you bought $100 worth of stock, it flexes up to 200, you should have to pay the taxes on that 200, even if you didn't cash out on it. So then you could take a potential loss altogether because you're paying taxes after that fell back down to $100 the next year. You then had to supply taxes for 200 because it was sitting there as a unrealized gain that you didn't claim.
Unrealized. Well,
you didn't claim it, you didn't pull it out.
What people are not realizing is this is really bad. Very bad. Like, taxation in and of itself is a terrible fucking thing. But unrealized capital gains. What? Because something increased, or you made a good financial decision and bought early? What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just a way to keep reaching into a pocket as stuff just variable, flexes, and goes back up and down. Government, baby.
Leading cause of death.
All right, up next. So in the news currently is a bunch of stuff with the presidential election, and also going back to the last one. Zuckerberg expresses regrets and admits bowing to Biden administration pressure to remove content. Zuckerberg said the pressure from the Biden administration was wrong. So Mark Zuckerberg just had to eat several large helpings of crow, and some minor political flap wasn't on the menu. As the Wall Street Journal first reported, the CEO of Facebook and Meta expressed regret on such weighty matters as government-induced censorship of free speech. Censorship of free speech.
No shit. I mean, it is his platform. He can dictate how he wants to dictate, I suppose.
Yeah, but people are also telling.
That being said, the other day I posted something which was a scenario that was 100% factual. 100% factual. On how unrealized gains and taxation of them would fall out. And it got flagged as partially false information the very day this news broke. I'm like, you're still fucking doing it, bro. or somebody who works for you is still fucking doing it.
Immediately.
What? Hey, I am doing something wrong, and I'm going to continue to do it. Just letting you know, I feel bad about it, but I'm going to continue. Help me help you. Make it make sense. The math ain't mathin'. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, it was. We all fucking knew that was a thing too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we all knew that, and then finally he comes out and says it, and now Trump is saying that. I guess Trump was saying that, like, that Zuckerberg has been reaching out to him or talking to him. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess I read some articles where that's a thing, but now he's threatening if that's something that's going to happen again, he'll spend the rest of his life in jail. Zuckerberg. I mean, that dude's too big, Rich. He's
got money. They don't go to jail.
Who said that about Clinton? And what did Trump do then? Oh, he arrested the country and said, you can't leave your home, COVIDs.
You would be in jail.
Yeah.
That's
$25,000 fine if you want to go play Commander with your friends.
Yeah, well, here's what's funny is we all were saying this, too, during the last election. We all knew it was true, but then everybody that's coming in, you're conspiracy theorists, this, that, this, that. Hey, lo and behold, the clearest picture that we saw happened to be true.
Yeah, and it's funny is, like, some people actually did see the light, and they were like, wow, we've been had. But there's still people that are the last people in the room to get the joke and still lobby for this. Like, some of my friends I got rid of on Facebook. Like, we could be friends in real life, cool. I hate you politically. You're a fucking idiot. Because they would never say anything on any of my other posts. They would just come and argue with me on my posts. I'd never go to their page and say anything because that's your page. I'm not going to be an asshole about shit. But you come on my page and talk that shit, and I put you in your place, and I tell you where you're wrong, and you would still do it. There are still those people that existed, and they're still friends of mine, and they still suck the peener of the narrative. And then still ride with that shit.
It's closed-mindedness, man. If you're not willing to this even could be related to religion, because if you're not willing to actually just have an open mind and hear everything, how can you actually be educated? How can you make a decision? It's just like blindly voting for blue, blindly voting for red.
Right.
You're just falling in line because somebody told you. Have your own beliefs, and especially for the fact, just educate, read, figure out what's out there. There's so many different perspectives, and if you can't just even agree to disagree, rather than let's try to attack somebody because now my views don't matter or don't match theirs. And what's wild is you guys are all lobbying for people that don't know you and don't give a shit about you, but online it's insane. It's like as if you attacked their brother.
Right.
And now I'm coming at you with a baseball bat and every word I can possibly find with no actual facts behind it. Just who can get louder is right.
The old phrase, if you tell a wise man where he went wrong, he will appreciate you. You tell a fool where they went wrong and they will hate you.
Yep.
Which one are you? Are you the wise man? Because I want to be, hey, don't tell me I'm wrong. Show me I'm wrong. And if I am, I'll own it, and I will try to do better next time, and I will educate myself on where I was wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas, oh, you're wrong. You're a conspiracy theorist, which is just a derogatory term to, suppress critical thinkers. There are conspiracies that are very far-fetched. I'm just saying I buy every fucking single one of them. I'm just saying when some people call it out, and it's like, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Everything is there, yeah. And nope. But yeah, there's those people.
Yep, for sure. All right, on a lighter-hearted note, and something to shift this a little bit away from this red and blue lifestyle that the Americans
I think there's still some red
living.
and blue in this, though.
Oh, there probably is. Dang it! And my football team is the Bills. There's a lot of red and blue in there. But the Dolphins aren't red and blue, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I stopped.
Yeah, that's true. And up next, we're going to jump into something much lighthearted. Well, I don't know if it's lighthearted. Still destruction, huh?
It might be politically motivated. That's why they're, like, messing stuff up.
So, guys, something that is coming out very shortly is Warhammer 40K. So, if anybody's familiar with the actual game, it's a board game style, almost reminiscent of Magic the Gathering or other other games like Dungeons and Dragons, but more of a physical piece to it. There's collections. There's really, really cool figurines and everything for the actual game.
This picked up where BattleTech left off. I used to play BattleTech back in the day. Hey, bottle flipper.
Yeah, enough.
Thank you, buddy.
Sorry, guys.
We got a contest for bottle flipping going on behind us. We might film that later. I don't know. But no, it was BattleTech was like, you know, you get the sheets and you get the pewter figures. You paint your armies the way you want to paint them. And then Warhammer kind of came in, 40K, and then that was just that they started taking over and doing it. It was kind of like very D&D like, and it was like a mixture of D&D and BattleTech, which is with mechs. But no, I played the first game many years ago on this for the PlayStation. I want to say it was 3 when that one was out. I might be wrong. But this one here looks very meaty, very moist.
Moist and meaty.
Yes, it's...
All right, let's check it out.
I can't wait.
So this is some in-game footage of the multiplayer, too. We're just going to have it playing in the background and talk a little bit.
Your mission is to use the stored promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the blast zone. Emperor, preserve us all.
I am honored to have Lord.
So guys, if you are just checking this out for the first time, this is the first I actually saw it too. But I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan, and this is why I instantly was like, oh no, I'd be into this. You've got classes too. That's the one thing Monster Hunter didn't really have. They just had different weapons.
We will be streaming this. Like, I'm getting this, I believe early access is the 5th for people that pre-ordered. I'm going to try streaming it that day.
Yeah.
Whether I suck or not will be decided.
Right here is where it reminded me of Monster Hunter, because you have people running in the different places, and then they circumvent and work together to fight a big dude all right down here.
I watched YouTubers get the early access to play this, and the hordes of fucking like aliens and shit that come out in this like World War Z type shit, bro. Like, they just come out in droves.
Oh, it's not just like this where you have this big
I mean, like, they're
dude.
climbing walls, climbing each other to climb walls. Like, I'm talking fucking hordes, like, huge.
Hell yeah.
And it's so nasty.
Do you know if this is multi-platform?
I believe it is cross-platform. Don't quote me on that. But I do think it is. Because my son and myself are talking about playing it online.
This should, video game developers, this should definitely be the standard. It should not be you're tied in. And it's become that a lot more, where it's cross-platform or able to play and cross-communicate between PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, but...
Yeah, it has that, like, Destiny feel to it, too.
Yeah.
So, like, Destiny had a baby with Monster Hunter. Yeah,
This is the result of monster fucking.
Yeah, it is.
We demolished that Carnifex brothers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this
Take heart.
looks ridiculous.
It's beautiful, too.
Against them. Better than any.
When's it come out?
I think, like I said, if you pre-ordered at GameStop, it comes out on the 5th, I believe. If not, I believe it's 7th or the 9th. I want to say the 7th.
Heck yeah.
Shame on me for not doing my research on that and having that knowledge for you guys.
Well, it was just a little bit of excitement.
I think you might see some horde action here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you can see it.
Hey, look at that open world, dude.
Hold until the swarm is in position.
Yeah, you're about to see what the fuck I was talking about.
Oh,
We have now met the intersection to fuck around and find out.
oh, there's the corner right there. There's fuck around. There's find out.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. It was a live visualization.
Dude, I'm always
visualization.
tank is my dude almost in every game. I love being that role.
Look at, he just grabs them, hacks them. Fuck.
Dude, it looks like they're just being attacked by a sliver fucked a xenomorph, and now there's 4 million of them.
Were you referencing the slivers from Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Wow. That's crazy because in the background, guys, you can still see the hordes coming down.
Yeah. See how he just saw a dude in half.
There's the Queen Sliver.
Or the Brood from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking delightful.
Oh, dude.
Enjoy watching these tyrannies ride.
And probably at some point during this mission, you were setting up those bombs.
Yeah. It has like a Helldivers 2 type
Yeah.
thing to it right there where you set all those things in.
Yeah.
My son bought me that so we could play on cross-platform. And
Toy strap.
the only thing I didn't like about Helldivers 2 is like you couldn't jump unless you had a jump pack. So like when people were shooting at you, you couldn't jump off to the side. You could only dive, but you couldn't be killed when you were diving. But then you had to recoup while you were diving and getting up, and it's just, I don't know. And then I started buying weapons packs, and they kept releasing weapon packs, and it would push the other ones into irrelevancy. Like, oh, you just bought that; it's not even cool anymore. You got to get
Pay
this.
to play. That's that.
Right,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm on to you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember the days of video games when you would get the whole thing
Yeah,
for $50.
yeah,
The entire game.
it's a cash grab now.
Yeah, now it's just, hey, let's keep it going. Like, I do
Are
like
they gonna get
games
hit
like
with
Fortnite.
unrealized gains when they keep putting out DLC
Ooh,
like that?
hey, you now have a profile that's $1,000 worth of skins, but you have the potential to sell them for $2,000. So I'm gonna need them
Yeah,
taxes.
You're too good at this. Way too good at this. It's like the blue shell in Mario Kart. Like, oh, you were in first?
Yep.
Here we go.
Big middle finger.
Yeah. Like, is there any way of even fucking like
Oh, man.
bypassing the blue shell?
And yes, so next time we do this this podcast next week, I'm gonna bring you a video. I just did this 2 weeks ago. So I saw it back when Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U, and I never had a chance to do it because I've never had a mushroom when I was in first place. They said when that blue shell does this circle thing and then it goes straight up and comes down, if you push a mushroom when it strikes down, you'll come flying out the explosion. I did it 2
No
weeks ago.
shit.
Yeah, I made it in first, and they were shooting a shell at me, and I pushed
Can't
it.
you keep a bomb on the back of your thing and blow it up?
It'll
either?
fuck you up twice then, because
Really?
Yep, the bomb will do it. It
Wow.
won't. Nothing will stop that except for a star, or if which good luck getting a star up front.
Right.
But I saw a video of the mushroom thing, and I did it fucking perfectly placed, and it's cool too because that explosion still happens, but then it shows you go poof out the other side of it.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I never knew.
You can dodge, baby. That's right. If you ever want to challenge me in Mario Kart, get at me. But guys, that's going to tie us up or wrap us up rather
We got
for
a
this
shirt.
show.
We've got a new shirt.
Oh, hold on. I need to pump these damn brakes.
Jeez, skipping content, kids.
Just pushing the gas. So, real quick, guys. We have a merch store up at streamlabs.com, and our site is right here. I'm going to show you a new shirt that we just put up today.
It's pretty moist, like shake, and meaty, like meatwad.
Ooh,
There it is.
that it is. Moist and meaty. It is drippy and it is fat.
It is very, like, I mean, if you're one of them gym heads or one of them homebodies that just don't do anything and you're just, like, yeasty as all fuck and you don't want to bathe or whatever, like, this shirt is for you. The yeasty boys.
Yeasty ass cod piece.
Right. But no, if you're a gym head too and you like to lift and you're kind of girthy and you got your girth certificate and you just and you're sweating and you're moist, you're like
Yeasty boys might be the next shirt
Yeasty
too.
boys should definitely be like another fucking shirt for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, what would you like? Could only come up with like so many different images in my head right now for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to tinker with that.
But guys, if you would like to support us or follow us, give us a follow, give us a like, buy a shirt if you'd like them. They're actually at a great price too.
$17.
Yeah, and I walked all through New York City wearing my Moist AF shirt, and you get some wonderful looks the entire time.
Definitely.
The entire time. And that's what you're looking for. You're my kind of people.
Get at it.
You're my kind of people. Guys, we'll be back next week. We'll try to get in actually a couple shows.
Actually, yeah, like I believe the 5th is what, fucking Tuesday or Wednesday? What is it? But that's when Warhammer comes out, so we could set up a
5th is Friday.
We could both take turns playing that
Yeah.
and stream that. We should do that.
Chat and bullshit while we're playing.
F yeah.
Good deal.
Let's do it.
So, guys, we'll be back next week. Thank you for checking us out. Until then, stay moist.
And meaty.
and meaty. Bye, guys.
Peace out.